So Halloween is approaching, and I've been watching a lot of amazing tutorials on YouTube about how to do your makeup in these like insane ways because there's so many fabulous makeup artists out there who do videos. I'm not one of them, and I don't think that I would say 90% of the people who watch these videos are fabulous makeup artists. So I wanted to do kind of a fun tutorial that was really easy, didn't have too many steps, didn't have crazy expensive products, and pretty much anybody could do. So I'm kind of a evil vampire. I'm not sure if you could tell how pale my skin is. You'll be able to see that in the tutorial. So that's the look, and if you want to know how to do it, stay tuned. Okay, so half my face is normal, and half my face is ghoulish. First, I paled out my skin with a foundation that's really pretty light. This is, I would say, 3, perhaps even 4 shades lighter than me. And I just put that all over. I use my fingers, and then I use a powder which is also far too light, and this is just going to white out my skin and also take away any natural glow. If I look glowy, it's just the light. My skin is very dull looking and pale. I'm going to take a kind of dry black eyeliner and fill in my brows. I want them to be exaggerated and super black. In real life, I would never use this, ever, but one kind of a crazy, intense brow. If you're a blonde, you can go maybe with a dark brown or something like that, or a dark gray. But I'm using black. Just really thicken them, lengthen them, and in real life, I don't like using a pencil at all. I prefer eyeshadow. It's really not easy trying to do one side and then the other. It's hard to keep everything even. Okay, next I'm going to use another black eyeliner. This one's very creamy, and this is like some cheap, I don't even know where it came from, brands. You can use anything though, like a NYX pencil would work great, or a paint pot. Just a black base, and I'm going to put it all over my lid, as messy as I feel. The only thing with really cheap, like, not just like cheap, like NYX cheap or Elf cheap, but cheap like shitty cheap, is they don't sharpen well, they don't, and this is the only thing I could find, which is why I'm using this, but this pencil sucks. And I'm just kind of winging it out, and taking it all the way up into my natural crease. Just really want that to be black and dramatic. This is me futzing with the pencil. Now, I'm going to be using a concealer brush for this next step because the bristles are so tightly packed it works much better. I'm going to go in with a heavily pigmented black. This has tons of gold sparkles in it. And I'm just going to pack that on the concealer brush. But you can use a shader brush if you prefer. But I just find concealer brushes really get a lot of shadow in them. And I'm just patting that over the black eyeliner rather than kind of rubbing it. That's going to help keep fallout to a minimum, and it's also going to make sure that there's a lot of color. Just everywhere where I put that liner. A little bit more. Can't be black enough. And I'm also going to take that under my eye. I'm going to connect it from the wing on the outside all the way under my lash line. kind of messy and just thick. Next step. Okay, I'm going to be using this red color. It's kind of a maroon. It's from a Covergirl quad that I have no idea where I got, but any red shade will work. And I'm just going to use kind of a fluffy shader brush for this next part. And I'm just going to apply that from where the black ends all the way up to my eyebrow. It's rare I find a use for red eyeshadow, but, you know, this works. Now with a round fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with a Gunmetal gray color. This one's from Avon. I use it constantly. It's one of my favorite colors. And it is right there. Any dark color that's not black will work for this. This is just what I have. And I'm going to put that on my fluffy brush. Of course, always cut off the excess, especially with dark colors. And I'm just going to put that between the black and the red. Where the black and the red meet, I want to blend that line with the Gunmetal gray. That's going to darken up that area, and it's also going to make for a smoother transition between colors. About even? Maybe. Now I'm going to go in with this kind of, it's got shimmer in it, but it's somehow still flat gold. So any kind of golden color will work for this. And I'm just going to take it back on the same concealer brush on the tip. Looks like that. And I'm going to use it right under my eyebrow. So that's just going to give me some highlight, but it's going to look not natural. The way that you generally like your highlights to look, it's going to look a little bit strange. Perfect for this look. Now I'm going to take a black eyeliner and I'm going to line my waterline. You can use whatever you want for this. Dark purple, dark blue, dark brown, black, whatever. Just something dark. Always forgetting things. That's what that face meant. Gonna go back in with that red color again. I forgot this step. And just put it underneath the black, underneath my lash line on the bottom. Just to kind of exaggerate and smoke out that look. This is me trying to remember. What's next? One coat of a black mascara of your choice. And now with a flat, matte, dark brown eyeshadow, I'm going to take a small powder brush, like a little round powder brush, and I'm going to get this dark brown shadow all over it, like that. Tap off the extra always, and I'm going to use that to contour. This is going to be a dramatic contour, a completely non-natural contour, which is why I'm using a dark brown shadow rather than a bronzer. Because I want it to look exaggerated. I don't want it to look natural at all. And because my skin is so whited out, that's going to look all the more dramatic and make me look, well, pretty sickly, which I guess you want a vampire to look like. And now I'm going to apply my lashes. If you don't know how to do that, I will do a video another time. Okay, lashes on, and I'm going to apply black liquid liner really thickly. It's going to help to cover the band of the lashes, but it's also just going to make it look more dramatic. all the way from inner to outer corner, and then I'm just going to wing it out. I'm kind of a thick wing, because the shadow is so winged out. Next step is just a little bit more red on this side here. This is just, you know, little touch-ups. Like I said, doing one eye at a time is difficult, so one eye seemed a little more red than the other. And then if you have a big powder brush, just load it up with that same light powder that you use, and brush away any fallout. Don't rub in the fallout, but brush it away. Also pick up any sparkles, because you don't want to glitter. This is like a matte, dead look. Now for the red lips. This is a color from Iman. I got it from Ulta a couple years ago. It is truly cherry red. And I'm using a lip brush because I always do with dark colors. And I also have foundation on my lips, which I did because I want this color to just pop. I want my lips to have no natural color whatsoever, and this color to just be like, bam. So just very, very careful with red because it's very messy. And this is a glossy red because the rest of me is so dull. And this look could probably super easily be transitioned to maybe a witch if you used like a black lipstick, but I'm going for a little bit more of a vampire deal, so that's why I picked red. Plus I just like the contrast. Trying to be really careful. Red is, like I said, a tough color. And there it is. That's the whole thing. Trying to find the best angle to show you everything. So yeah. Let me know how you like it. Peace out. Okay, so Halloween is approaching.